Hey guys and welcome! I'm catching you on the hill right now, but I'm going to zoom you back to the car earlier on. Just a quick one to keep you in suspense. Today I'm going to be talking about a couple of experiences out in the hills and my training at the gym, and we're going to possibly witness the best Northern Lights show in the world. Fingers crossed, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, I'm going to talk about one of my craziest days, a couple maybe, of my craziest days. It's just one of those days when everything just goes wrong. A day run slash, which was meant to be a hike, ended up being a hill run, and then probably a day out in the winter hike with one of my mates. So when we're in the tent, we'll talk about that. Catch you at the top. All in the car. Ciao! Hi, welcome guys! Don't worry, I've got you stood up on a tripod, so yeah. This is a really spontaneous, unexpected camp slash video. I've had a shattered week. Hi all you new guys, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a rushed intro, well I hope so anyway. So I've just set off from home in Dumfries. It's a 43-minute drive, really rushed. It's about, say, 7:15 right now. Sunset's at 8:30. I've seen the Northern Lights forecast, 10% at the minute visibility. I know it's daytime, I'm hoping it should last up till 10-11 o'clock. I should see something. It is partly cloudy but mostly clear. So this is the intentions of tonight. I'm going to pitch at a spot that I've walked up to before but never pitched on. It's literally just a 70-metre gradual incline, take about 5-10 minutes, and it's 0.4 miles or 0.3 miles I believe from the car. I've been having, for those of you who already know, yes, but Achilles tendinosis issues for a year now. I'm kind of 60% through the rehab. Basically, not shared with you guys, but recently with my single leg box hops that have progressed to my plyometrics that are after my isometrics that I do in rehab, I've ended up with what I believe is my other knee from my Achilles leg, tendonitis flare up, patellar tendonitis. I've got an x-ray put in to see if it's a stress fracture, because the pain is extremely similar to when I did have a stress fracture on the other knee several years ago, so I'm a bit concerned. There's no reason why it should have happened. Also, my hamstring on my Achilles leg is flared up in tendonitis. I've never had tendonitis in that before. I've always been known to have dodgy knee issues, but I was clear for 4 years. But of course, the rehab's going to start causing things. So it's to do with my nutrition. I've not been the best. I've only been consuming 70 to 80 grams of protein a day. I should be getting 130, and because I'm injured, 140 a day. I just really struggle. I really struggle to consume that much protein. So yeah, I'm going to start working on that. It is going to cost me about £400 a month, but I need to, so that the collagen my tendon can repair itself, my knee and my tendon and my hamstring can stop flaring. Hopefully it's not a stress fracture. So yeah, a little bit of a setback. I can't do a full range of motion squat, but I have no pain walking with my knee, which is a good thing on my hamstring. Tonight, to be honest, I had sports massage, I had acupuncture yesterday, and I am still recovering from the acupuncture, but I mean, this is just, I don't want to miss it. It's gonna, I shouldn't do, it's just walking. I'm wearing a rucksack, I'm breaking the rules a bit, but I'm just going to be careful. It's literally a 0.3 mile walk, you know, it's nothing. It does take me quite high up. I think I'm about 500-600 metres high, because you do start up about 400 metres high with the car. So I don't know, well no, I think you start higher than that because it's a 70-metre incline, so from the car, so it must be starting about 500 metres. I will put the stats below so I can kind of tell you. This is what I've been planning to do for quite a while now, so I'm going to stop waffling on. As I said, it's really fast. I'm in a really funny mood today, so expect anything to come out of my mouth. Honestly, expect anything. I've been really emotional this week too because of all these new injuries that have cropped up, and work's just been manic. I've been trying to rest as much as I can during sessions and after, and with breaks, and yeah, the only thing really keeping me going mentally right now is upper body training is just going great. I'm physically paralysed from waist downwards. I can't even do a squat at the minute. So yeah, I'm pretty much still a year in and I'm pretty much ruined. I don't like to listen to people that tell me that I won't ever get back to my ice skating or my summit camping or my hill running, because you know I thoroughly believe I will. I'm only 29. effort in for this. I'm putting the effort in for my rehab, so I thought I would leave it well. So I'll leave it at that on a positive note, and I'll catch you when I park up. Ciao! These are the Moffat Hills, guys. We are approaching. We'll see how quite high up. I think that's the hill in front of us. I'm not so sure. No, it's the next one across. No, it's not. It's the next one across from that to the left. We're getting there slowly, so yeah, I'll catch you at the car park. Hi guys, I might have to cut a few bits when cars pass. I will show you where I am. I've parked up. You can literally, it's, as you can see why I've chose this, being that I can do it, being injured. There's a car coming now, by the way. So I was going to go up in my hockey shoes because that's what I'm most comfortable with. Despite it's nothing, I still feel like I might get my shoes wet going up that. So I'm going to put my hiking shoes on. So I didn't bring hiking socks. Only have my Nordic socks I'm going to sleep in. But they'll do me fine because it's no far. So my Nordic socks. It's absolutely nothing. I'll show you. I think I might have shown you already. I don't know if I am. This is what I'm taking on my mobile. Basically, that is what I'm going up and that is what I'm pitching up. The alternative that if I was healthy where I'd prefer to pitch would have been further along. I might be showing you that too. This is above what we call the Devil's Beef Tub, and I will tell you a bit more about it before we set off. The sun is setting though, and I am quite keen to get up there and pitch my tent. I've just grabbed anything I could really, but I'll put my buff on because it might be a bit chilly from the breeze up there, although the trees might be sheltering me. It's a bit of a glamp, to be honest with you. I might even take these so I don't have to put my boots on overnight to get out the tent. Nah, I'll leave them. Yeah, so I'll show you what this says. My car is absolutely full of shijin. Now guys, I haven't figured out my new phone yet. I don't know if I'm filming in the correct frames per second, so apologies for that if it's a bit. I think my last video I made that mistake. Pause that, have a little read at it. Yeah, pause the screen. But yeah, I'm pretty much heading up there like I showed you when I was talking to the camera at the boot. So I'm gonna head on up, not long, and we'll get there at the top. So it's a little bit of a walk along the road. Nothing really. I've not weighed my rucksack. I'm just guessing it with my drone. I think it probably weigh about 14 or 15. No, less than that. Probably 13 kilograms. So, aye, little walk along the road. It's been absolutely ages since I've done anything like this on my own because of my injuries. I have to be careful though. I did do rehab today on my Achilles. I've realised that if I do rehab, and I've started coaching my figure skating again, so if I do it on the same day as coaching I get a flare up. So I had 2 flare ups recently, purely because I hadn't really found out how to manage my pain around my rehab with 3 jobs that I balance now. So I've had sports massage, personal training and coaching, skating at the club. Also trying to kind of like figure out how much I can be on ice, how much I can't. I think I've found out now. I've just recovered from that flare. So yeah. I'll talk a bit about my gym training in this actually. I might flash up some videos from the gym from training. Quite happy. I'm trying to get up to 77.5 kilogram one rep max on my bench press. I weigh 56 kilograms, no 66, sorry. So yeah, pull-ups I've now started. I'm repping out 10 reps no band. I've now started weighted pull-ups for 3. I could manage 4 or 5, but I'm only doing sets of 8 at 3 right now, explosively. And yeah, muscle-ups are coming on. Ow, that hurts. That cough is still with me. In fact, today, look at that. Today it got quite bad. My cough got quite, I think it's just trying to finish off now, really. Look how beautiful this is. Stunning. Oh, I'm so glad to be out. Look at that. Car's just over there. I do need to slow down a bit. I'm starting to ache a bit now. My knee's alright though, that's a good thing. Walking doesn't really do any harm to this. But yeah, well, up we go. So I'm just got to walk up that little hill I'm showing you right now. There's a little fence I'm coming up to, a little bridge. You can pause that if you'd like. I'm going to read it all in the tent when I get up there. I'm running out of battery on my GoPro. Yeah, I'm glad I wore the shoes. I've got hurricane leather shoes on tonight. Glad I wore them. Yeah, I would have been soaked by now. Look at that, beautiful night. Sun's just setting. Just oh, squishy. The light on the hills is just amazing. And the moon's out up there. I didn't really need to film myself walking up this because I'll be huffing and puffing. But yeah, I'll catch you up there. Let's go. Oh, we are getting there. I've been walking for about 10 minutes now. The sun's pretty much, I don't know, 15 minutes away from fully setting. The sky is just incredible. Oh. Whew. Tell you what, my stamina's going. Huh? Legs are coping okay though. Wow. Let's get up there. This is the cairn at the top of whatever this hill is called. If there is a name for it, there you go. Shows you how much knowledge I have of the place. There's a bench. That's south. East, north, pitch black at night here. We don't get, I'll turn you round, we don't get any light pollution up here, so there's plenty of glass and options. I don't know quite where I'm going to pitch yet. Try and find a good spot. Wind's actually way better than I expected, to be honest with you. Shit, sorry about the cough. Might be a bit breezy on the camera, sorry about that as well. I think because the wind is coming from the south. Oh, look at that over there, you can see the One Lock Head. See that little golf ball up there? I'll show you a picture of what that looks like. I'll zoom my camera around and get a picture of it. There's a 2 mile road up there and it's the highest, actually the highest road in Scotland, but it's not public and it's a proper road. That's why it doesn't show on Google, but that is actually officially, it's about, I don't remember, I put how many metres here, but it's the highest road in Scotland. And I've been up there, one of my first ever hikes actually. Sunset's looking nice too. So yeah, actually about 12 minutes till it fully sets. So yeah, the wind's coming from southwest, it's going northeast, so I've had no pain. That was a decent walk for me, that was good. So I'm going to pitch somewhere where I can see the northern lights, and sunrise comes from there, so it'll be good. Out the wind, so we're looking west right now and it's coming from southwest, it's coming from there. So it's good that if I actually just pitch just down off the cairn. I've found my spot, guys. It seems like people might have, I don't know, been here before, but it's perfect. It's grass, flat. You can actually, if I walk further over, I will show you there's a path. When I've settled up, beef tub's just down there. I will show you that. I'll show you the images. But north, east, and yeah, south. So, right guys, I think my microphone should be working through my headphones. I've literally perched you up on my Z-Light with a bottle behind you. I've got no fancy stuff, to be honest with you. Probably how I'm going to do my nighttime photos too tonight is get my Z-Light and balance you. I hope you can hear me. So I packed within 10 minutes. Okay. That is the Black Soulo. My other gear's in there. I'm just putting the tent up for now, so I might speed you up a bit. I'm just going to film the whole thing basically. I've not opened this for a year probably. So I always say if it's windy, which it isn't tonight, but if it is windy, pardon me, try and attach one of the guy lines to your bag before you start setting the tent up, so it doesn't go anywhere. I'll try. I've got a footprint in this too, so it is a bit heavier. I'll put the stats as I'm packing. just down for you to see. I'm going to try and pitch it in a way that the door is facing north. The way I pitch, the wind might come into the door. I mean, it's not going to be perfectly pitched for wind tonight. I just hit myself in the face. Can you see that? I don't have to. Please stay there. Please stay there. Please stay there. Don't fall. Ah! Guys, you should see. Oh. Start again. You should see. This is what I'm trying to balance you on right now. That is my tripod. Well, it was. Right guys, I've gone for the microphone technique here because I was talking but it was so windy you could hear me, but it's just terrible quality. So basically here I'm going on about how with the pegs we peg them in diagonally. Sometimes you can double peg them if it's too windy, but here in this instance I'm going to peg the guy lines together rather than separately, which you would do, and you would lengthen them if it was windy, but I'm going to put them medium length diagonally with the pegs, and no double pegging because there's no need for it. In fact, I'm not even going to do all the guys. So yeah, 10mm poles. There's 3. There's a red one, there's a white one, and there's a blue one. There's the red, the white and the blue one are the same length, and the red is labelled red, so you know, as you can see there. So there is an order of putting them in. It is white first, blue, and then red. So that's what I'm doing here. If you do it the other way around, you still can get the clips onto the poles, but it is just sometimes doesn't work. It's not meant to be in that order, you see. So we put the red pole in. It is a bit of a faff here. I'll try and say as much as what I said in the video. The clips are a bit of a faff, especially if it's winter, because you can get cold hands and it's hard to put them on, but it is a really straightforwardly easy tent to put up in the wind. It is secure. Bear in mind when you're putting it up in the wind, make sure the guys are out pegged first in the ground, and so are the attachment points, all 6 attachment points, or is it 8 in this tent, I can't remember, you know, before putting the poles in. But here of course, because it's not windy again, as it's a freestanding tent, I've just got it freestanding, it won't go anywhere. So you do need to walk around the tent and do each clip at a time too, just to avoid breaking any of the clips because of the tension. They do snap quite easily, I must say. One of them has swapped, but it still works perfectly fine. Again, you can have a repair kit which you have with you every time, of course. The last couple are, as you can see, quite difficult to get on. In fact, that might be because I maybe pitched the blue instead of the white first by mistake with the tent poles at the start of this pitch. But anyway, I can't even mind. Yeah, I did. I put the blue in first. No, I didn't. I did it right. It's been a while since I've pitched the tent, obviously. So then again, this top bit, you can tighten it. It's just, you know, to cover, because there's a hole on top of the tent, and just a vent, you know, basically. Inside, there is 2 flaps. So basically there I'm saying I wish there was a door there, because then you could open both sides and have a massive door and have a massive view in front of you, because inside the inner opens fully like that, but the outer doesn't, which is a shame with the Black Label and the Soulo Red Label. But yeah, that's what I was going on about there. And we've got the V's, they go in like that. A lot of people argue this is better, but the thing is, if you do it that way, if it, you know, it can just pull the soil and go, whereas here it grips and it doesn't go. So Hilliberg takes it that way. These, they're really strong, these. Again, quite expensive. I hope that focused. You can see it. I don't know what this camera is like, it's new. So here I'm going on about the guys, which I just explained actually. You'll see that I'm pegging them both together because there isn't a lot of wind. Yeah. Oh, I do mention here about the door, not to peg too much to the right of what you see, but more in line with the poles, because if you peg out too much to the right, then it's a struggle getting the door zipped. So you've got to make sure it's kind of inwards to the left like that. A bit like that in the Acto too. I guess with all tents really, you've got to pitch it the right way for the door to shut, you know. There again, you've got the black, see the black straps near the pole from where the guideline is. You might have noticed that I wrapped it round. Yeah, I wrapped it round. That attaches the pole to the tent more, so it's more secure. So when it's windy, you need to do that, not really when it's like this. But I did it to show there. You've got those black straps pretty much on every single guy line. coming from the pole. So yeah.
Funny thing, I've got a patch on this tent actually. Someone bashed it with their keys 3 weeks after I bought it and holed it. So there you go. Absolute bummer that was. But anyway, it is by far one of the strongest. You probably can't see me there. It is one of the strongest tents. I'm not gonna lie, so it's worth the faff, honestly. I think this is like a house, solid as steel. It is probably the strongest tent on the market. Yes, it costs a lot of money, but yeah, it will last your lifetime. And if you're gonna be up hills, in extreme conditions, especially up mountains in winter, it is the tent to buy, you know? Okay, we're good enough. We're good. So, oh, it's the first time I've sat down. Actually, I need a wee. I hope I brought the toilet roll. Oh, don't tell me. Guys. Oh, one thing, please. Please, oh my God, please. There's always a way. That's no use for a toilet roll, is it? Come on, I thought I'd had it. I had an inkling when I left the car that I hadn't put it in. You know what? I didn't check. So silly. Because this is my rag for tonight. Camping, eh? I ain't walking down to the car despite it's close. I would have if I weren't, you know, kaputted. But I know. So let's take that lightly with a pinch of salt that we didn't stick what I specifically took out for weeing. Anyway, let's blow our stuff up. Okay guys, let's skip the faff because I'm sure we're all getting bored now. Usually my videos aren't all about talking. Well, this is some sort of Alp kit mat. It cost about 60 quid. It's got no R rating, which means strictly for summer. So this is a flex tail pump. We've got the attachments, you can change them. This is also a light. It goes in 3 settings. It's fantastic. Now I have got a head torch too. We're going to stick that in. We're going to pump it up. 2 holes. Pump that up. There we go. Pretty sound, guys. Lovely. See, the vestibule's massive. Good for cooking. I'll show you around the sunset now. And yeah, see what happens tonight, eh? Bit better on my phone because it's better quality, but here you go. Apparently it's 15% right now, but the moon, it's not dark enough yet. Yeah, I'll give you a little nighttime tour. It's my food pack. Getting cold, my tea's getting cold. This will be a quick in for you. In fact, you know what? Put that on top, keep it warm. So, that's the setup. That's my... Oh my god, that's my massive you know what I mean. Yep. Oh. Aye, and that's it really. No wind. Let's turn the light off and see if the northern lights at all. Don't know if the camera can pick anything up, but it's not dark enough yet, that's what I know. The moon's out, so yeah, I've got a light shining into my eyes, so guys, I've got used with the GoPro stick in my shoe right now. Can you believe that? Right, so it's getting darker now. I can see a tint of green 80% moon, but I am going to see something. I'm almost positive. On the downside, as I was rushing, only one blue light of battery charge left, and I was on 49. So I've just left my phone to charge, and I'm going to stick it and keep it on the airplane mode all night. I won't be able to watch as many videos as I wanted to tonight in the end, so that's a good thing, I guess. I can enjoy silence and just chill out. Hiya! Hello! So, hello! Ooh. This... Darn you! Stay! Bad GoPro, bad. Stay. This is my entertainment tonight. It's the GoPro. I've got 3 batteries to entertain myself with. Oh. I get easily distracted, guys. Right. So, make sure you don't have rust inside your unused Jetboil. That should be nice. No tissue paper even to remove it. Anyway, let's get on with it. Jetboil lid. On it pops. Right, so shall we start? When I'm doing this, with a light shining on my eyes, and currently lost the lighter, my fancy one, oh god. Shall we chat about my experiences I was on about earlier? Oh, there we go, perfect. Got foot warmers, they're the best ones from Tesco's, those. The best, right? Let's chat about stuff, if I can actually do this at the same time as chatting. So, mull. Was it mull? Yeah, mull. I lived in Crieff at the time. This was actually, I think last week Facebook flashed up, it was exactly a year ago. This happened, believe it or not. I was about, I think I was like 7 or 8 Monroes away. I need to really keep my eye out on these northern lights, you know. I was 7 or 8 Monroes away from finishing. And yeah, so I set off really early. I was working at the Hydro Crieff Hotel as a beauty therapist, although I'm not a beauty therapist, I'm a sports masseuse. But anyway, most of the massages I was delivering there weren't their aromatherapy, reflexology, and Swedish massages I was told to treat, actually, because everyone's coming in asking for a deep tissue massage, which I delivered to them. I had to keep the clients company, but happy, but the company weren't so happy about it. I was just doing my job though, you know. Helping people. Swedish massage doesn't do anything. Oh my god. Yeah, I got up really early, left at 5 in the morning, got to about Tyndrum, which was about 45 minutes away drive. This, honestly, oh my god. Can I do that instead? I was at Tyndrum, I had to stop, pull over, and noticed that the tyre pressure was warning me. Low pressure, so I realised it was a slow puncture. I had a pump in the car, so I literally drove to Fort William and kept pumping it every half an hour and got to a garage. They let me down. It was an absolute turmoil. They said they could only do it the day after. It was a nightmare. So hi! They literally told me to turn back round and go back to Crieff, but no, that wasn't happening to me. So no, but I did. I went back, drove back. I got near the Corran ferry, and there was an RAC. Bear in mind, I was green flag at the time. An RAC van parked up there. He was having his lunch, and I was a bit rude, and I went up, driving like girly, you know, nice little girly attitude on me, and can you help me out? My car. I want to get to. I just made a rat, you know. I'm trying to get to. He put a plug in, and voila, helped me out now with RAC after that experience. Brilliant experience. So I'm going to make this really fast. I drove there, got there. I also called the garage in what do you call it, Talbot? Am I right to say that? Tobermory maybe? I don't remember. And they said, oh, we can fix it at 4. So instead of, I just ran up Ben Vorlich the day before as a hill run practice for an event I was training for at the time, and I'm trying to look for Northern Lights, so sorry for not looking at you guys. Basically, my legs were killing. And in order to bag this Monroe, I had to run an up and down because it only had 2 hours to do it, to get to Tobermory, or wherever it's called, in time to get my tyre fixed before they shut. So I did that. I ran it. I think I did it in like an hour and a half, something like that. Then I drove 45 minutes to do that. Got the tyre pumped, in which time I went and got a beautiful dinner at this pub, which I don't remember the name of, but the seafood there is amazing. I've been there twice since. And then drove back, but the corn ferry wasn't on. I forgot to tell you that. So in the morning I actually had to drive all the way around to Loch Eileen, cross over. It was to get there probably, well, all the faff, I think I was driving for about 5.5 hours in the morning rather than 3. And then the day after, well, not the day after, in fact I nearly missed the last ferry, so I would have maybe had to have stayed in torrential rain that night, but I made it just by 5 minutes to get across at about 5:30. And I had to drive 6 hours, 5.5, 6 hours. Got home at 11:30 at night. Yeah, pretty much that's the story in Ballyboy for that one. I had to go to work at 9 o'clock in the morning the day after and deliver 7 sports massages, well, facials, all the abuse, everything. So yeah, that's the story to share. So that's story number 1. So I'm going to chill out, leave you guys to it, and get back to you with story number 2 later on, which was a 34-mile Winter's Day hike bagging about 6 or 7 Monroes. Knee-deep snow avalanche risks. And I did the last one in the dark. I was with a friend and it all went well. Well, I know what I'm doing on the hill, so it was an experience, put it that way. It was an experience. Yeah, so she ended up, something happened to her feet, so that's something I'm going to talk to you about, and just to be aware of these things. She couldn't hike for 6 months afterwards. It was clear, we were being sensible, but it was kind of unavoidable. It was a river crossing. Anyway, we got to that later on. Ciao! I'm just snug. Well, you can see that. I'm using it as a throw more than anything else, really. Feet are nice and warm, I'll tell you that. Oh my god. Those foot warmers are the best, and they last like 6 or 7 hours. It's great. Stars are starting to come out now. So comfy, it's just so quiet. You know what, I've just needed this, some peace of mind for ages. The Alder lot. It's called the Ben Alder lot. I don't really know. There's a story up Ben Alder. Apparently, it's called, is it called the Screaming Mountain? Is that what it means? The meaning of it, I'll write down. Gaelic, it's just, I think there's a story or something. I heard there's a story up there. I didn't know this at the time I did it, but there's screaming because somebody murdered themselves or something up there. I don't know. And there's this ghost that screams that people have heard once camping up there. It's quite scary. Don't know if I'm saying the truth right now, but this has been obviously passed on from someone else to me. So, but yeah, I didn't hear any screams anyway. I was up with Karen. Karen's a marine biologist. That's pretty awesome. I only met her for the first time that day. We've been speaking for a while though, and she'd done Steve Fallon routes many times in summer, but not in winter. But she'd done lots of winter hikes, but just not a Steve Fallon round in winter, which is a whole different story. So she was proper fit for it. I mean, I was at a faster pace, but we both knew that. And so I had to go slower. That's fine. I think I could have finished maybe 2.5, 3 hours earlier. We did finish at 1 a.m, but again, she was going at a fast pace. Like, my pace is too fast. Like, I'm hill running pace you're talking here, you know. So yeah, we started at 5 a.m. We had the bikes, cycled 6 or 7 miles. No, 6 miles, at 5 or 6 miles actually, to the Bossy. And you've got about, I think I'm wrong here, is it 6 Monroes? I believe, I don't remember. To climb. This was last year. Must have been February, before my injury. And yeah, they're really steep and they're not for the faint-hearted, put it that way. And because it's a Steve Fallon route, if you don't know who he is, look him up. He's better than Walk Highlands. Follow his routes if you ever back Munros. They're pretty cross-country because he connects more Munros together than Walk Highlands does. And I started following Steve Fallon routes after 50 or 60 Munros and never went Walk Highlands again because it saved fuel and yeah. And yeah, we got first 2 done. We did Ben Alder first, and then we got down into the valley. There's a big drop. You drop all the way down. So you have to go all the way back up again, cross country, no path. And Karen, we all had good gear on, all our stuff. We had a shelter, everything. You know, you need a shelter, you need your GPS, you need your InReach, you need all that. Your ice axe, your crampons in those conditions, head torch, spare head torch, you name it. Compass, map, we had it all. And yeah, she stepped and she fell into the river. And it was a very simple, basic river crossing, but because it was icy, she didn't fall, her foot went right in. At the time, she didn't realise anything. She was fine. She just kept going. She had no warning signs, nothing. She just had a wet foot. I wasn't aware either. She didn't say anything. Naughty. But, yeah, we finished the hike. Anyway, we got to the last Bulich. We had to have 3 escape route plans. There was 3 different ways. We were running short on time. 3 different ways of getting down. We might not have done the last 1 or 2 Munros if we decided to cut off and go down to the loch and back to the bottom to get our bikes, you know. But the weather wasn't to be so bad. The wind was low, the visibility was good. Weather was coming in at 2 in the morning, so we had time. But you're talking proper hardcore winter conditions here. It wasn't even hard pack snow and it was deep, so you couldn't just go down the Walk Highlands path that was there or the Steve Fallon route. You had to detour pathless in the dark. So we ended up doing that. But I was pretty confident to lead the way and do it, so we were all good. So we did. We got to the Bulich and we thought, right, we'll go for the last Munro in the dark. So we did it. And it was brilliant. We got up, but then realised, this was about 10 PM now. We started at 5 AM, remember. We realised we couldn't go down. We went down far enough to see it was unsafe. It was like a big white, pitch black, you're talking here, white dome hill. Just like it was a ball of a snowball. A lot of people might mistake to go down that. Don't go down that. If it's not, I had my ice axe and I measured the snow. It was avalanche risk. It wasn't solid enough. Wouldn't have been safe. So we had to detour by about 3 miles round in the pitch black. And there was a lot of dodging to do because we had to dodge a cornice at one point. To get down to that was before the Bulich actually, and that was kind of in the light. And then we had to dodge, so we couldn't get down the path there. For the sake of literally 50 metres of a path, we had to detour by like 1.5 miles. So these things happen and you have to bear in mind that's why we left so early. Because we were aware. And then always have plan A, plan B, plan C if you're thinking and do a massive round like that. It's a lot of elevation, you know, it's a lot. You always have to have different plans in case something goes wrong. So yeah, you need to have plans, and you don't go unless you know you can cut out the route or make your own route back down to the valley or something if you can't continue up high for whatever reason, you know. So yeah, and at this time her foot was fine. There's nothing about it. She hadn't even told me. I didn't know about the foot. This is not all about the foot, by the way. This is just the whole story. It's a long one. You can skip ahead, guys, if you want, honestly. And we got down and it got quite scary for Karen, I think, because she'd never done it before. And I had. Let me move you a bit. This was the thing. Even if you're with someone experienced, it can still be quite scary. You know, so we were almost, actually not far off. We were 1/2 mile from the valley path. Still on the mountain though. Probably about 400 metres high. Maybe a bit more, I can't remember exactly. And she started having a shaky shake. But she was alright. She wasn't terrible. She wasn't bad. I'm making us all about Karen here. So anyway. As to really, it was kind of, we were on a time limit scale, you know. we did really have to get down soon, because it was going to clay again, and I mean that would have been fine, but it was difficult conditions. It would have made things a lot harder, you know, doing it in the clag. And we were dodging different bits of hards pack, you know, so on. And there was a point we got to where I knew where I was, but we had to go back up and get to go down. We kind of got a bit dead end because you don't know where the snow is going to be, you know, you don't know. And we were going down the south side of the hill. We'd gone down the north side of the hill initially, but because of the north wind that hits the hill, it was just not safe to go down. So that's what we had to dodge and avoid. And so we were going down the south side of the hill, but there was still a lot of hard snow, so we had to dodge everything. And again, knowing where it all is hard, because you could get down and then there's a big U of it and you can't get over any of it, so you have to go back up to go down the other way, you know. And when it's avalanche conditions like that, you can't just go over it like you would be icing axe in the crampons. So yeah, took our time, took a while, got down. But at one point, I think she was suffering with, she didn't notice, but maybe the foot, I don't know, she was just cold and she was just taking a long time. It took about 20 minutes to switch her head torch around. I mean, guys, when we're out in the hills, we need to have these things accessible, you know. You need to have everything in the right place to be when you need it. You're in reach garment on you, not on your rucksack, on you, in your pocket, or just clipped onto you. If you lose your rucksack, then what do, you know? So that took her time, and I had to just be a bit demanding, but nice at the same time and encouraging. And yeah, we were fine. I think she was just quite exhausted as well. I was too. I was pretty much I was exhausted. Our legs were, you know. Anyway, we got down in the end. All good to go. Got back to the bothy. Cycled back. We were happy. We got back at 1 AM to the van. I had my car. And then the day after she was fine. 2-3 days later it came on. It takes time to build. She got is it called? Trench foot? I always forget. Trench foot. Hypothermia in her foot. Bad. Painful. She couldn't hike for several months after that. She had to go to the hospital. She couldn't stand up or walk really for 2-3 weeks. Bear in mind, there was no warning signs. And you don't get warning signs. You don't get warning signs till like 1 day later, 2-3 days later. And that was all because she didn't change her socks to dry socks straight after. So always carry dry socks, extra pairs of stuff. If these things happen, because it's so important, you know, that you don't end up with issues like this in winter, more so, not in summer so much. But yeah, so that's just a little one for you guys, just to go away and think about, you know, because like winter conditions, don't take it lightly, because something as simple as that can cause issues. So yeah, and we were good. And you know what, she thanked me. She loved the trip. She absolutely loved it. She's never done anything like that before. She says, you've built my confidence up so much, and she learnt a lot. And I was like, you know, I was so happy. Like, I was so happy. And then from then onwards I thought, oh, I might get into mountain guiding in the future. I don't know. But we need this Achilles and this knee and this hamstring to get better soon, don't we? Anyway, so that's story number 2. I'll try and maybe think up another one, but I think this video might be about an hour and a half long if I do, so maybe not. Yeah, okay. Right. Catch you in a bit, guys. I'm going to stargaze. Ciao! Good night, guys. It's almost 12 o'clock and I'm going to wake up at 6 for sunrise. I think that's the light's done. I didn't see anything by eye. Just a faint line. I knew it was a line because the camera picked it up. Oh, it's been amazing though. I'm so happy to have been out. Had a little talk time with you guys. I will see you guys in the morning. It should be a good night's sleep actually. Yeah, it's great to be out. I think I said more in the previous clip, but I forgot what I said. I think I was just talking about, or I might have already said it. I was thinking about how I was quite stressed for the first 2 hours on it. Now I've calmed down. Not about this camp, but just from life, you know. Like, this has brought me back to my own mindfulness, the silence, the quiet. I feel more relaxed now. It's just chill. This is why I do it. Especially on my own. No one to worry about, nothing to think about. No distractions. I just love it. Yeah. So, I think if you don't get out enough when you come out on a camp, it takes a while for you to settle down and kind of get your brains together again, you know. But now I think I've reached 80% chill. I'm not 100% yet, but I've got there slowly, so yeah, calm down. I've got no worries, it's just I'm always go, go, go quite a lot of the time, and this just slows me down. Yeah, so be water, my friend. There's lots of big rocks and water. The water goes around in the waterfalls and so on, but it just avoids it. It goes through it, it deals with it, and it ends up out at the other end in the loch, free. And if you just stop being so rigid in life and become more like water and free, and avoid these obstacles that get in your way or hold you back, like mandrays for at the minute with me. Just try and let it be, accept for what it is, and just accept what you've got and try and be happy with it. And dodge these thoughts, just let them come in and then go. And then you won't have anxiety, you'll be stress free. You'll deal with it, because you know you'll get out the other end. But if you get stuck behind the rock, then it's just your mindset. It's not the actual situation that's going on, it's your mindset that's stuck, and then it can feel like it's never ending, which, to be honest with you, still happens. I mean, this morning I was doing rehab, and at the end of it I did some glute exercises, but I can't train legs properly like I could before because of my knee and my hamstring that's propped up. And it was just emotionally, I was a bit tearing up, to be honest. I was hiding my face, but I was tearing up because I wasn't happy. I was fed up, but I wasn't depressed. I was happy, positive mindset too at the same time. I needed to let something go. I haven't cried about it for a while, so yeah, I just got it out of me. It's healthy to do that, so yeah. This is a very long chatty video, probably different, as I said, so yeah, 2 or 3 weeks from now I'm going up to the Highlands as well, and yeah, pretty much going pack rafting and camping on an island or something. It's gonna be awesome, so I can't wait to get the drone up with like the canoe out and all that. That'd be pretty cool, so look out for that one. And yeah, catch you in the morning. Off to sleep. Morning! I'm outside to the tent. I didn't do the whole open the tent door kind of reveal sort of thing, but here we are. I didn't get any sleep. I think I slept for 3 hours in that proper deep sleep, and the alarm, I woke up and I was like, where am I? What is this red thing? Am I in my tent? Am I at home? Split seconds of pure confusion. It looks lovely. And I'm glad I've got some sort of sunrise. I mean, it's going to come great. Can't wait to show you guys the beef tub with the drone and stuff. That'll be awesome. I haven't actually had a stroll down either. Tent. Not one single breeze all night. That's that. Oh, this is a nice view from down here of the tent. I'll show you that for a second. Check that out. How awesome is that? It's just like the colours are going to be awesome behind that when the sun rises. So, yeah. Catch us and make myself some coffee, guys. Woo. I'm filming it. Just get a close up of that, you know, that, and the sunrise. Oh, look at that. I'll give it a little stir. Maybe a longer stir than that. Oh God. the reality of making things look perfect. Oh, there's a hair on the end of it too. And then the sunrise. The Alp kit mat, which I have here, it's definitely not insulated, and I wouldn't. I must say I've probably slept in worse conditions and colder conditions though. But I'm not used to camping anymore, and I'm sensitive. But every time I was lying downwards, whatever part of my body was touching. So what I did was, it was chilly, not cold. So I put my Z-Light on top of it to try and help that. But kind of made a tiny difference, but not much. As you can see there, but yeah. It's not ideal for winter. Brilliant for summer. I'm watching that bird fly away right now. If anyone knows what that bird is. It's the first bird I've heard. Right. So this is the lazy way, sorry about the sun guys, of setting up the drone. Everything's going wrong. Whoa. Come on. There we go, it's lined itself up, you see. Clever thing. Home point updated. Here, wait for that to update, and there's a gimbal motor overload now. I'm not sure that's
Take off. Home point updated.
And fly!
Nganga ay kauda asute kauda nganga Aba wasidaya mama ay nganga tai watiskinga
So you want to always make sure you loosen the guys before you take the pegs out, so you don't ruin anything. There we go. Yeah, so it stands freestanding. Yeah, so that's. Hello! So I've left no trace as usual. Gonna head on off back to the summit. It's just over there. And looking at all the hill lines, you've got White Clem over there. You've got Hartfell there. I've done those two. I've done a couple of the others, but I've forgotten their names. I think I've done them all. Some nice days out they are. Quite tough as well. Well, back when I maybe wasn't as health fit as I became. I don't really know if they're tough anymore. They were tough back then anyway. I wonder where that track takes you out. So yeah, sign out guys. Leave comments please. I like comments. Yeah, all the usual jazz. Like and subscribe. Check out my older videos when I'm on top of mountains more than 1,000 meters high. To be honest, having this injury / now these injuries, which will recover at some point, just don't know when, has really made me start to like low down camping as well, because I never used to do much of it. Yeah, but honestly it's made me appreciate it a bit more too than I did before, despite I still appreciated it a lot, but you kind of took it for granted because you could do it like literally every week. Oh, I could have parked my car right there at the gate. Didn't know that. My car's there. I mean, it's only 50 metres up the road. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one, whenever that may be. It will be soon. Most likely on a canoe blow up pack rafting thingy-majig. I'll be purchasing one myself after that trip. Fergus is kindly lending us, gosh, he must have 3 of them. He's kindly lending us one each, or maybe there's one that 2 people can sit in which case I'm going to capsize it deliberately. I know David doesn't like water, so David, if you're watching this, which you will be, apologies, but not apologies in advance, and I'll see you up in Ascent, Loch Marie, or anywhere. Oh, there's a bracelet on the ground. Somebody, I just passed the first person doing the loop. Yeah, so I can't wait guys. But why have they clamped their... Do you clamp your steering wheel if you've I don't know. I wasn't there last night anyway. I don't know why you clamp the steering wheel in Scotland. Really? Who's going to steal it? I don't know. Yeah. Alright, waffling over. Ciao!